She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Fina love? Sisters Fina D coming to you all from Fina Team News.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
So most of you are aware at this point that our adorable Brooklyn and her stunning mother, Kenya Moore, released a book. I received my copy in the mail. Book in the mail. Got my book in the mail. Broken Bond Paris. My nails. And for copyright reasons, and also because I do not want to spoil it for you, I had to cut the video right there and not show the inside of the book and all of that. But I love it. The story is amazing. The way how the words rhyme, the images, the illustration, everything is just amazing. I love it. The quality, all of that. Shout out to Kenya and Brooklyn. Congratulations. Brooklyn and Kenya also had a lot more going on in New York, okay, for her book signing that's coming up. It's on the screen. So if you're out there in New York, stop by on the 16th to support Brooklyn and her mother. And so the focus of this video from last night and this morning was going into a completely different direction. I got all the way to the end of the video, but I had to handle some businesses outside of, YouTube and social media. I do have a career. So by the time I came back to complete the video and post it, my social media pages and DMs and everywhere were crashing because of Kenya Moore interview with Tamron Hall. Okay, and I'm saying Tamron, not Tamara. Okay, I have an accent, but you can hear me. But before I get to the part that crashed my DMs, what do you see on the screen? Tamara caption. Kenya says that she is still in contact with Andy and Bravo after deciding to leave RHOA. Not after she got fired. After Kenya decided to leave RHOA. There was a segment on there where she asked Kenya, are you still in contact with the network? Do you plan on going back? Kenya said, well, Andy Cohen been very supportive. He's checked on me. He's called me. He's been very caring. I appreciate him. I love Bravo. That's my family. They for 12 years, actually, the producers and everybody been in contact with me. I was like, ooh, Tim Tour not going to like that because y'all know it'd be like, Andy Cohen hates Kenya. So I was like, ooh. Not only that, Kenya said in her interview that she was never fired nor suspended. Bravo never released a statement that she was fired or suspended. She actually still works for Bravo and is still on a contract for Bravo and is still getting paid by Bravo. That it was her choice to take a step back after what happened. I've been saying that since all of this happened. Being in contact with Andy calling her to encourage her and talk to her, still being on a contract, still working for Bravo, still getting a check, doesn't sound like someone who was fired to me. And Andy being in contact with her is not someone who's trying to distance himself from someone who committed a crime on the show and the network. She did not do any of the things she was being accused of. Now, did she show already published content that's out there? Yes. That is not revenge P when something's already out there. The only difference is this person is not famous. So no one cared to look for the information that was out there. But she came on this show. She came for Kenya. She threatened Kenya. And so Kenya went and gathered her receipts to expose her receipts of already published content. Allegedly, like I've said in every single video since all of this started. So when I post my did I lie, that's my point. Because you would think that I was actually right there watching everything. Because the way I explain everything is exactly how Kenya explained it. She was threatened. She brought her receipts. And there you have it. She was threatened. Bravo did not protect her. She did not feel protected, so she took a step back. She was never fired, never suspended. She said everything publicly on there, and she stood on it. And Tamron Hall tagged Andy Cohen in all of it. That's why she still have RHOA in her bio. She's still an employee for the company. She's still getting her check. And then everything Kenya said lasted 6 minutes and a few seconds. And do you know the part that Tamron Hall and her producers chose to post? Yeah, the few seconds of I take accountability for my part. You don't do that when we're talking about a crime of revenge P. You include the part where I did not commit revenge P. It was something that that person posted to point the finger at me, which we all saw. Well, for those of you who are on social media, I saw the Instagram stories with my own eyes. I did videos and talked about it. It was deleted. So for Tamron Hall to be so dismissive, well, I went in her page, there's nothing there. As if she's not aware of how Instagram works. She knows how Instagram works. When you put something in your Instagram story, it disappears in 24 hours. I mean, Tamron is being dragged right now on Twitter because of how dismissive she was. There's a difference between I'm trying to not only hear this story, Kenya, but I'm also trying to get to the book that you are trying to promote with your daughter. So let's rush and move this interview along. There's a difference between I'm rushing you and trying to guide you to get to the point. Use our time wisely compared to I don't care, I'm being dismissive. I don't care, I'm being dismissive. But Kenya is saying from the day she made a decision, Andy been in contact with her, producers been in contact with her. So it was her decision to take a step back. Now, you don't post Kenya Moore takes accountability for her actions without clarifying the actions that she's taking accountability for. Because when you just post a vague segment like that, and then it goes directly into Kenya talking, it makes it look like she came on your platform and said, yep, I committed revenge P and I lied to everybody and now I'm taking full accountability because you know we live in a day and age where people will take things and run with it. They did that with Tamron recently during the election. I'm not going to even repeat it, okay? But it's out there. And she did not address it because to her it's nonsense. I'm not even going to go there. By tomorrow, they will be talking about something else next, okay? So for someone to give you an exclusive interview, knowing we live in a day and age where someone like myself, I will watch the entire interview. Kenya Moore supporters will watch the entire interview. The people who just want clicks and quick reaction and engagement, they are not clicking past social media to watch anything. So all they saw was Kenya Moore takes accountability for her actions and then ran with the headlines. But you already know, I watched the entire interview, but we're here for that segment. So I'm going to talk to you from start to finish about that segment. And then, of course, Brooklyn was adorable. She looked adorable. Kenya looked beautiful. They were laughing. This picture has been on the screen for a while. They had a great time. Brooklyn had an amazing interview. I'm so proud of them. Do not forget to support their book. Go to the book signing if you are in New York on the 16th in Brooklyn and all of that. There was a segment in the interview where Tamron Hall said to Kenya Moore that Kenya allowed that, the receipts or whatever the situation is or was with the newbie to overshadow her salon and her hair spa opening. Okay. And she wanted Kenya to take accountability for that. And do you really think anyone is going back to Tamron Hall show to repost Kenya appearance with Brooklyn? Do you think people are going back to post the moments and adorable moments of Brooklyn and Kenya interview? No. The first clip that was posted was cut and edited to make it look like Kenya was admitting to something she didn't do, and that went viral. So no one is talking about Kenya and Brooklyn book. No one is talking about their book signing. No one is talking about that, Tamron Hall. everyone is talking about Kenya Moore admitted to Revenge P, and here's the clip. But now, there are a few pages that decided, okay, let's click beyond just what was posted earlier, especially now that the interview is live on YouTube. And let's go ahead and post the rest of what Kenya had to say. I'm just saying at the beginning of all of this, the damage was done because it wasn't Kenya and Brooklyn amazing interview and cute moments. It was you skipped everything in that interview and posted the last few seconds from the interview. And I get it. Clicks, clickbait, and all of that. But that wasn't fair to this woman, Durable daughter, who were promoting their book. Now, I think some people misinterpret what I have to say sometimes. Just because I'm a straight shooter, straightforward type of person, it's black and white, doesn't mean I don't understand the gray area. My whole thing is the big deal, the breaking news, the OMG moment was that Kenya Moore committed Revenge P. Did she commit Revenge P? No. Showed already published and public content that's out there as her receipts. You want to come for me? You want to throw all of these things out here? Well, I got something for you. The gray area I'm talking about, I'm not sitting here saying it's okay. I think that's the part that people are missing. I'm not saying it's okay, regardless if it's public, to still go and get it and bring it over here. However, like she said on the show, you do not get to control how people react. So the same way how the newbie felt like saying, I have a gun allegedly for B words like you, or you don't know me, and all of that, that was her reaction to whatever she's saying that Kenya Moore said. And remember, that happened before Kenya got the receipts and brought it to her spa opening. Did I think Kenya saying that Marlo Hampton have a square reader between her legs was a nice thing to say? Absolutely not. However, was it okay for Marlo to talk about Kenya's mother, even though Marlo herself grew up in foster care and the list goes on and on? No. So don't get it twisted when I come over here and I defend Kenya and I do my videos. I'm not saying Kenya Moore is a saint. And I'm not saying her actions are not like, okay, girl, why did you go that far? No, I'm just saying if you are claiming she did something and what she did not fall under the Revenge P guidelines, that's where I am with it. She didn't. Now, was it right? No. However, was it also right to threaten her? Absolutely not. They're both wrong. And if you're going to come at Kenya sideways, then also come at the other person. But this is the problem. It's never, what did this person do to Kenya for her to react? It's always been blame Kenya. Okay? It took years for people to come around and see, oh my goodness, these people are liars. Kenya been exposing them for years. Everything Kenya said we are now seeing, and we came for Kenya all of these years, is because it's always been blame Kenya. Your name is in it. It's going to either trend or make the news and all of that. So saying some newbie threatened Kenya, who is this newbie? Nobody cares. Crickets, okay? They have certain people back over there in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And who are we still talking about? Kenya Moore. Who's the reason why it's been trending a lot even before the premiere of the new season? It's because of Kenya. So when other people do things, no one sees that as, oh my God, this needs to be reported. So for the people saying, well, we can confirm that the newbie said or did those things because the only thing we heard about is what happened at Kenya event, is because nobody cared or cares. However, this time around, because it's blame Kenya, so now everyone cares. Nobody in their right mind believed that Kenya Moore just randomly went to the length that she went to without a reason. Don't come for me unless I sent for you. And that's exactly what happened. The one thing that I love and will always admire about Kenya Moore, it doesn't matter who wronged her. She is still able to be a human being and say, you know what? I take accountability for certain parts, and my part maybe I shouldn't have elevated the situation that far. Was she wrong for threatening me? Yes. I did not commit revenge P, but I didn't have to go that far. Something that other people will never do. There are some people that pride will kill them. They are not about to let you see them sweat. They are not about to have a humor moment or even say, I'm sorry, or take accountability. And that's why Kenya Moore continued to be blessed, because even though she was wronged, she was disrespected, she wasn't protected, she's still able to say, I see my part in it. Since when did you hear anything from that newbie side to say, maybe I shouldn't have poked Kenya or pushed her button that far for her to do what she did? Don't be here for Kenya all you want. Even go as far as hating her. But we already know that Kenya Moore, whether you're here for her or not, she never, ever just randomly reacts, okay? People always start with her, and then she just finishes it. That's it. But anyways, I have more to say, but I will save it for later on today. And remember, lastly, I said in my older videos, whatever it is on those posters, posting or showing things that are already published in public is not revenge P. And I was right. Doesn't mean the gray area is okay. And regardless of the threats, allegedly, Kenya was still woman enough to say, I took accountability for going there as a vet. I know this person was desperate for attention, looking for a storyline, looking for a moment. And you know what? I should have just paid this person dust, let them find a storyline somewhere else, or possibly do what I had to do somewhere else. Not at my hair spa event that I invested so much money in. But Kenya is out here thriving. Congratulations to Kenya in Brooklyn. For those of you who missed the entire interview, it's now posted on YouTube. One of the titles, even though when you open it, the first thing Kenya is saying is, I did not commit revenge P. I wasn't suspended. The title is Kenya Moore chat about her first time suspension. I get it. And that's what happened earlier. But for those of you who have watched the entire interview, you got to see all of it. So I'm wishing all of you well and take care. And on that note, life twirls on. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.